We're going to be talking about my Beretta M9 in the M12 holster. This is kind of as close as you can get to having a USGI Beretta M9, and I will today talk to you about how you would make one of these. Before we do that, let's just talk about some of the gear that we have. People are always interested in that. This is the Night Desert Parka. It's supposed to be able to be kind of invisible to Gen 2 night vision. That's what the Russians had in Desert Storm. We got the H harness kit with the Alice gear sort of harness, canteen, 2 mag pouches for the M9, M12 holster. This holster is pretty good. It can hold your gun, it retains it really well. It's not the fastest because you have to pull down, pull up, pull your gun out. So slow. It's definitely not as high speed as like your Kydex holsters, but this is, 30 years old technology. And then as a little preview for probably another video, we've got the M9, not the gun, but the bayonet. This is a combat knife. It was kind of inspired by the Russian bayonet / combat knife, and we will talk about it later. This one's made by Frobis. So let's put that back and let's talk about the actual thing that we're supposed to talk about in the video. This pistol. So if you've seen, I have another video on surplus pistols. It'll do a little bit of an overview, but I thought I'd do a little bit more of a in-depth sort of guide on how to make a more true military M9. So first thing you need to do is get yourself a commercial M9. You can still find them. I got mine from this company called iAmmo like 6 years ago. I paid about, I want to say I paid about $500 for it. And just like that, you could be pretty happy with that. That'll get you basically there. A good reference video besides this video would be Chris Bartucci's M9 video. He will tell you the difference between the commercial and the military M9s. I use that video a lot. Check that video out, but this is kind of on how to do it, how to get them to be closer. Okay, so the first thing we did, let's just make sure this is clear. Snap can. First thing we did was we changed the slide out. That's kind of the most important thing. What we have here, if you look, this PB is a less stylized version, right? That's the like Beretta logo. If you look at the current M9s, it'll be kind of like italic or cursive. This one's just the standard, really plain font. This is indicative of it being a military slide. In addition to that PB, you can get slides. Let's see, you'll see this PM right here. Okay, so that's like a proof marking, right? So this slide right here was a surplus slide that I bought. I don't know where you can buy them. You can probably buy them on Gunbroker and eBay. I think I paid about $150 for mine. And you can also get it on, I want to say Numeric Gun Parts sold them every so often. I probably should have bought some more, but I just bought one. Anyway, then you change the guide rod. The M9 comes with a plastic guide rod, but the military ones had a metal guide rod. You can just get this on Beretta's site. I don't know why they sell it with the plastic one, but they also sell the metal one. Not sure why they do that. I guess some sort of cost saving. In addition, I have changed out the barrel. The barrel has the proof markings, and the hammer here will have the part number on it. And these are more indicative of it being a military slide. Let's see if we can get in focus. There we go. So you can buy these surplus parts. I bought it off of, I can't remember what website I bought it, but they are like selling them super cheap. It's definitely not any longer. They're probably no longer selling it, but you can probably buy it on eBay. You just want to make sure that you get the ones with the proof markings. I'll put it in annotation on where I got this, but I'm sure they don't sell it anymore. And the last thing I did was the original Beretta grips. They're made of a different plastic than the kind of earlier gen ones. The earlier gen ones kind of get shiny, and they, I don't know if they're like some sort of composite material, but the newer ones are They have a bit of a texture on it. The new ones are pretty nice, but you know, if you wanted to get it to look like the military one, that's what you would get. I have a few Beretta mags, but as you saw in my previous video, if you saw my previous video, just got a bunch of these Checkmate military surplus mags. You saw that I boxed one, or I unboxed one or unwrapped one. Okay, the last thing that I want to show you, let's get this magazine going, is what you might have to do. Let's drop that snap cap. So this is how you disassemble it. Very easy. Disassemble. This is what the Alice gear is for. Okay, so I want to show you, here's the barrel. It has the PM mark on it. Okay, the commercial ones do not. Are they any different than the commercial ones? No. Oh, guide rod fell on the ground. Yeah, not any different. Again, that's not the point. If the point is being practical, maybe you should even consider getting a different pistol, because this pistol is a little bit old. But the point is to try to get it as close as possible, and that's what you need to do. Okay, so what I want to show you is right here. If it focuses. There we go. This guide, or this groove right here on the slide. This groove was not originally on this slide. The original slides were made, let's see, how do we do this? When the M9 was first adopted, it was actually not the 92FS, it was actually based on the 92F. And the main differences of the 92F and the 92FS is that there's this safety on here. So if you look at the frame, you'll see this kind of, it looks like a nickel sticking out. Let's see, get it to focus. You see that little round circle coming out? So that interfaces with this groove. And what would happen if your slide were to break, okay, in this area where my fingers are, the back of the slide could hit you in the back of the face, right? Almost any pistol could probably do that, so I don't know what the big deal is, but anyway, I guess this is a little bit thinner of a material. There were reports early, I think like the Navy or Navy SEALs or something, this had broken and injured someone. I don't know if they partially blinded them or something like that. So this was a fix that they did to the slide, okay? Now, if you get a surplus slide, the ones that I've seen, a lot of them, this groove was not drilled in. So these were surplus slides. Maybe they were made before that change, and because they were made before that change, this part will have no groove, it'll just be completely flat. So you'll have to, if you buy one of these slides, there's two things that you could do. One is you get a frame. This is the hammer pin. You get a hammer pin that doesn't have this groove. So the hammer pin, this hammer pin kind of looks like it's like a nickel on top of on a pin, like welded on a pin. You want to get one where this circle is a smaller diameter, then this will interface on there. That's choice one. I have one of those pins, but I decided instead to have the extra safety and have this just in case the slide did break. And I guess there's mixed reports on why these slides originally broke. Was it because people are using hotter ammo than they should have been using? Or was there something metallurgically wrong with these initial slides? Who knows? I'm not gonna, you know, I just collect stuff, I shoot occasionally, I'm not gonna take the risk. So that's why I got it, milled and modified. So let me pick up my guide rod and we'll conclude this video. Okay, well, we've got it back together. Picked up the guide rod, dusted it off. So that's my Beretta. If you just want the Beretta M9, you want to do a little, you know, cloning, just get the commercial one. If you want it to have the right markings and that makes you happy like it does for me, then you gotta prepare to spend about, you know, $250 or something like that extra, and then you get something like this, and you'll have a bunch of extra parts. You can also sell those parts and get your money back. So yeah, this is stuff that makes me happy. Do I shoot it very often? Not really. But if you have any questions on making your own and you need help, please drop a comment. Pretty exciting. We have, I think, 190 subscribers now. Channel's growing. You know, this is not, I have a job, so this is just a hobby. So any sort of money that I actually get out of this, or sponsors or whatever, which probably won't happen, but if they do, all of it will go back in the channel or be given away. I have a bunch of extra stuff, but we don't have enough subscribers to kind of start meriting giving it away. But once we get like to 1,000, we get in the partner program, you know, stay tuned. So thanks for watching. Any questions, leave a comment. Please like if you liked it, and please subscribe if you want to see more of these military surplus rifles and pistols. Thanks for watching. Bye.